think it's been a while since we've done a road trip video. I think it's time for a new one. What do you think?
I agree. Thanksgiving road trip.
Thanksgiving road trip. Let's do it. All right, well, happy holidays, guys. We are going on a Thanksgiving road trip. So we are going on about a 600 miles-ish drive to Indianapolis to spend some time with our families for Thanksgiving. And then after that, we're going to keep on going to Chicago. So this should be a pretty good road trip. We have not taken the Tesla to either one of those places yet, so it'll be something new for us as well as you guys. So we are starting at approximately a full charge, which is 249 miles, and it is approximately 6 o'clock in the morning. And like I said, we have close to 600 miles to go. And according to the Tesla supercharger router that we have on the navigation screen, it says that we're gonna have to stop 3 times to supercharge our Tesla. So let's go ahead and hit the road. Wait, so the Tesla supercharger is at an airport? Chattanooga Airport? I didn't know there was an airport here. We're at an airport for our first supercharger stop.
Connector Road.
There they are. First supercharger stop. Okay, so when we arrived, the battery was down to about 118 miles. So we are going to charge it just enough so that we can continue along on our trip. And it is 7:32, so it's been about an hour and a half since we left Atlanta. Oh my God, it's so cold, you guys. When did it get so cold? When I left home about a month and some change ago, it was warm. Now it's like freezing.
I'm going back in the car.
I don't like this.
It's like only 44 degrees.
Did you just say it's only 44 degrees?
Yeah, it's only 44 degrees.
Only? All right, looks like we are done. It is 7:56, so it took about 25 minutes. And we charged it to 210 miles. So we basically added 94 miles. Now 95. And we're off. Right, back on the road again. We are going to be driving for about 2 hours and 17 minutes before our next supercharger stop. So we've got about 140 miles to go before we stop again. Now, just to be clear, on one charge, the Tesla can go about 260 miles. But the reason why we stop earlier than that is because our route is calculated based on where the Tesla superchargers are. That's why we have to stop at 140 miles versus 260 miles. So while we're on the topic of range, I want to talk about the Roadster. So there's so much stuff that I missed while I was traveling for the past month. And one of the things that I missed was the unveiling of the new Roadster. Man, that Roadster looks badass. And how many miles did you say you could go, Carl?
620 miles on one charge. 620 miles on one charge. That's insane.
620?
That's more than some ICE cars right now.
Yeah, that's a lot of range. I am so jealous of Ben Solins right now because Carl updated me and told me that he is getting a free Roadster because of how many referrals he got. Yo, congratulations, Ben. I just want to say that.
He's gonna
Congratulations
be
to you.
And also goes what, 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds, and that's just the base Roadster, you know. That's not even the souped up one.
Ben, when you have your Roadster, can you please give me a ride in your Roadster? Me and Carl, of course, not just me.
Just let me borrow it for a day.
Yeah, let's borrow it for a day.
They unveiled the semi truck as well too.
Yes, they did.
That's another 500 miles on one charge for a freaking semi truck. That's ridiculous.
Great. Yo, Elon is doing some incredible things. Tesla, seriously, you guys are paving the way for electric vehicles. That's pretty amazing. It's going to be really interesting to see how other car companies step up
3 years,
in the years to come, because they've got some big shoes to fill. Tesla is really killing the game right now. So you definitely want to put it on autopilot mode when you're driving through Tennessee because it's just so scenic, you know? Put it on autopilot and enjoy the scenery. Okay, so we're at the Brentwood, Tennessee Tesla supercharger, and I think is this a Tesla store?
Yeah, it's Tesla Store and Service Center.
Look at this. Look at all the Teslas. Cool. Hey, sexy cars. Okay, so let's check the stats. We just plugged it up. It is at 25 miles. 1 hour and 30 minutes to continue on our trip?
Yeah, we're low.
This is the longest stop we've ever had to make at Tesla supercharging stations. If there are multiple cars at the station, that could actually slow the charge.
All right, Ashley, right?
Yes! Wow! Oh my, that's so crazy. So we just ran into somebody from Atlanta who recognized me from the Tesla YouTube videos. And we actually ran into somebody inside the store who also recognized us from YouTube. So, man, the Tesla community is really tight. Okay, so we got a little too excited at the Tesla store that we forgot to film the stats of what the car was at when we got back in the car. But we remember it exactly. It was pretty much charged almost to 100%. The mileage was at, what,
254, 253, so it was practically at 199%.
And normally we don't charge it to 100% on a road trip, but we did this time. And it took exactly an hour and a half. Okay, so this is interesting, you guys. Our final supercharger stop is in my birth state. I was born in Kentucky. A lot of people don't know that. Ooh. All right, so where is this Tesla supercharger? Ah, I believe we found it. Oh, it's right off the highway. It is 2:58 p.m. Our Tesla's at 51 miles. Look, we made a friend at the supercharger stop.
Hi!
What's your name?
We're the Smiths. I'm Deborah, and this is my husband, Carlos.
Oh, you're Carlos. Well, my husband's name is Carl.
Oh, okay.
So we got
Right.
Carlos and Carl.
Right, and your car caught our attention because my husband has the S, which is white on white as well, white interior.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the best combination. The white on white, it just looks so clean. Okay, so they have 2 Teslas, so check them out. They've got,
Yep, this is my mummy mobile.
yeah. The X is the mommy mobile. The mommy mobile. This is a pretty cool mommy mobile to have. Gotta love the Tesla community. We rarely run into people when we're at Tesla superchargers, so this has been awesome. Just talking to so many cool Tesla owners on this road trip. Exclusive offer for Tesla owners using this supercharger if we visit this bakery over here. Oh, it's literally called The Bakery. Okay, we are actually starving. We have about 30 to 40 minutes to get something to eat. Okay, before we could even finish eating, we got a notification on our phone saying that the charge was finished, or at least it's finished enough for us to continue along on our trip. Okay, so charged it to 217 miles. It's 3:47 p.m. This was the last stop. So Indianapolis, here we come. and we are done. After another 2 hours of driving, we finally made it to Indianapolis, the first stop of our road trip. We spent the night catching up with one of Carl's oldest friends, who also happened to be his best man on our wedding day. Well, good morning, you guys. It is the next day. It's gonna be a fun day. We're gonna go visit my family. They're gonna be playing football. We're gonna eat some great dinner. It's gonna be a great Thanksgiving day, so I'm excited. This was the start to one of the best Thanksgivings we've ever had. After spending some much needed quality time with our old friend and charging our Tesla all night at his house, we bid a sad farewell to him and moved on to our next destination. We drove 150 miles to St. John, Indiana to spend time with my huge family of aunts, uncles, and cousins for Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Yeah. They have an annual tradition of football and food. Unfortunately, my team lost and Carl's team won, but it was still a fun day. The next day, we left for Chicago, where we had 3 more families to visit. In order to make the 60-mile drive, we stopped to charge for about 30 minutes because we only had 17 miles left. And we are here. So we are visiting my aunt, and she's surprised me. She said that there's a ritual that they do, which is for newlywed couples, and here's the ritual. Okay. And it's sugar and coconut.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Definitely taste the coconut. She said we need to stay as sweet as the coconut and sugar rice for the rest of our marriage.
Welcome home.
Aw, thank you. Thank you so much. After that sweet surprise, we drove another 10 miles to visit more family, and Carl decided to take my uncle for a spin the next day before heading back to Atlanta. My uncle and my cousin want to see what the Tesla's like, so we're going to show them.
It's a lot of space.
Yeah, it's very spacious. Like normally when we drive on the highway and we have to go far distances, I don't drive. All I do is pay attention and just let the car drive itself like this.
So it has sensors.
All around, cameras and sensors all around.
That's how it does it.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah. This is where we put some bags sometimes.
So, we're going to get one?
Yeah. 600 miles.
600
and you're waiting for
600 miles.
600 miles, and then you'll get one.
Then I'll get one.
We drove another 30 miles to make our final Chicago stop to visit my aunt and cousin, which brought the total mileage count of the trip to Indianapolis and Chicago to 820 miles. In total, we supercharged our car 4 times, plus charged it overnight 1 time using an adapter. Our total time spent supercharging was 2 hours and 55 minutes. But had we not charged it all night at our friend's house, we probably would have needed to make an extra supercharger stop. Not too bad at all. So that's it, you guys. Our next road trip will be over 2,000 miles to California, our longest drive ever in life. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to keep up with my world travels and Tesla adventures. And I hope to see you at a supercharger somewhere.